Hello everyone and welcome back to my Timberborn series, where we play the Iron Thief on the Lakes map. So last time we've been dealing with, well, many different things, but ultimately we managed to make some progress. We have put in our engine, which is wood powered, which will now allow us to produce our metal blocks even during a drought. So that was a big step. And I think one thing that we want to do is actually finish this one last battery. And for that, we only need 2 more metal blocks before we then move into the gears, which will definitely help us with our plans to have everything up and running even during drought seasons. And I've been thinking about this a little bit. I think what we want to do ultimately is, because we do have our Badwater source up here, we want to build the, where is it actually? Wasn't there, oh, maybe they don't have one. I thought there used to be a sort of a floodgate kind of thing for Badwater. But maybe, no, it wouldn't make a lot of sense if that was part of the Iron Thief. So we have the dirt excavator, we don't need that. We don't need any here, and none of this. Here we go. Badwater discharge, that's what I was looking for. We need 50 dynamite and 200 metal blocks, in addition to 4,000 science and 3,000 gears, but we're a bit too far off for that. So I think what we're going to do instead, this time around, we're increasing our production of both, actually we don't need the planks in addition, but our production of the gears. We have our production of the metal blocks up and running, but we also want to increase our production of dynamite, which we can actually not do because we're out of Badwater. Alright, so planning ahead, because the drought will be over at some point. It's not just positive thinking. So we're actually going to put down another Badwater pump just up here. And will it actually, oh nice. They can actually be placed on top of the sources now. But I think I will place it... no. I will actually place it here. So this way we also have a bit more space. And path. We also need to destroy this piece. So let's move in here, remove resources, put this on the highest priority. Alright. So we will need to up our production definitely of dynamite, which means we are actually just going to put in another factory, another dynamite factory, just over here, connected with a path, and that I think should do it. We do actually have some dynamite. No, that's not. That is dynamite. Interesting. So we have 30 dynamite stored, but we're still lacking the science, actually. So as long as they're not taking the dynamite and putting it in here, in these, I think we are okay. So just to make sure this won't happen, I'm going to very low prioritize all of them. And that will then allow us to keep storing, well, maybe not storing, but they will do other stuff before trying to place the dynamite. We're now actually almost done with that battery, which will be a great help, because then we will have access to all of this power that's stored up here once, actually just once this is completed. So overall, not too bad. Let's see, what do we need for that? Metal blocks, gears, planks. Got plenty of all of that, so hopefully that should be okay. Actually, it looked like they were taking the dynamite, but they're not taking the dynamite. I think they're just moving the coffee around. Priorities, and you know, I appreciate that. So all of these beavers are done now, so we're going to pause them. And because we still have 10 days left and only 1,000 water in storage, I will keep one of the water pumps up and running, just to make sure we don't fully drain our storage. Well, we will still drain our storage quite a bit, but you know, it should be okay. And I think what I also want to do is put another lumberjack in there, because we're actually okay in terms of wood. Alright, so we're still prepping for the Badwater discharge. So instead, while we're doing this, we can also already expand our energy production capabilities. Actually, I'm not gonna demolish this, I'm not gonna demolish this, not gonna demolish... No, I am going to demolish this, because we need to get the power supply up there. And you know what, I actually need to demolish all of these. Because in Foresight, we have left an open-ended gear up here, which means once we connect this up, we will actually be able to very easily bring the power supply from potential power wheels that we're putting in over here. We'll be able to bring this into our system. So I'm going to slow this down because, as you might be able to tell now, I have removed these and have put in a staircase here, because we have enough builders? Why would I call them constructors? Anyways, to demolish all of these and replace them with levees, which means we can actually turn this entire part up here into water wheels, large water wheels actually, that will then allow us to produce all of this power and store it in a battery whenever the drought is over. Because during a bad tide, we're actually still making energy up here. We do have 5 unemployed beavers, so I'm going to turn these on. 8.3 days. Still quite a bit of time. The power supply is in now, so all of this is connected now. I'm also going to unpause this and high prioritize all of this, because I think it would be nice to have a secondary connection right here. Although it's not like bridging a lot of it, in theory it should help us overall, sort of like an emergency situation. If one breaks down, the entire system is not breaking down. Alright, so now we have all of that. We're going to put the path up all the way to the front. And then we're going to high prioritize all of these for being taken down. Have they actually touched our dynamite yet? They have not, so that is also good news. We're also still producing our metal blocks, and that has helped us put these in, and I think will ultimately help us with these two as well. So they're almost done with all of this. They are now completely done, so I'm replacing this, like I mentioned, with levees. Put these on highest priority, and as a next step, we do need actually a second layer of this. So I'm already going to put in the second layer as well. In addition to that second layer, we then need to create the connections up here, which actually will not work now that I think about it. So we need bridges. I know at least one YouTuber who would be very excited about bridges, but we're building them, you know, for our own sakes. Alright, bridges go in. But more importantly, these levees, they just need to be sorted. They need to be done. Alright, so we have this here. Now we can connect this with a triple. Put this all in. delete that. That was too much. That was too much. And then we still need to connect these. So 1 level, triple level, and technically we need a double level here. And actually we don't need a double level here. No, we do. We actually will keep our gears running on top of here and then bring this over. We'll bridge over our staircase and with that make the connection over here. Once this is done, we'll also close this up just for safety measures, and then I think we're good to go. Alright, they are working still really hard on this. I am also going to prioritize the layer above it. I do think we should be able to build this in 5.6 days. We're now at 840 water, 5.5 days left, so we're definitely okay when it comes to that. Right, in addition, we are actually storing gears now, which is also good. And they still haven't touched the dynamite yet. How does our metal block production look like? We have 22 metal blocks, and what we had said we needed, if only I would remember where it was, in here, we needed 200 metal blocks and 300 gears. So that's quite a bit. But I think we should be able to create this. But also one thing that we wanted to put in is the number cruncher. I have unlocked that quite a while ago, but we've never built it. 25 metal blocks, 100 gears and 30 blanks. We should actually be able to make this happen. But again, first we'll focus on all of the levees up here. We still have 4.7 days, 770 water. So that means we went down about 80 water in a day. So with one pump running, we should actually be fully all right. Okay, where are they running? They are, right, they're bringing logs over here, so this keeps running. Our metal supply will run out sooner rather than later, but I think I'll leave this up for next time. This time we will just massively expand our power supply. So, well, build the basis at least for it. Alright, they are still building all of this, which is great. What else can we do? Now, all of our construction workers are busy and are working. We still have room for 5 more beavers. We have 900. Our food supply is actually going slightly down now that I look at it. So we're going to turn on our corn ration manufacturer. So while this will strain our power supply, supply is 400, demand is almost double. Why is it actually not using... It is using this power here as well. Now this is slowly going down. So is this and this. I guess they are all slowly going down. Real slow. Still not entirely sure why it doesn't actually give me all that power. Bit confused. Anyways, I guess maybe it's how the game was basically made. We're producing this and the rest of the power, so they can still work at 100%, and that is exactly what it is. This shows us how much we're producing, this how much we're using, and the difference is coming out of our batteries. Now each of these batteries contains 24,000 horsepower hours, I guess, even though it's beavers, which means we have plenty of electricity to go around. All right. So what else can we focus on? We can actually have another quick look at the swimming pool and the shower that we built last time. That little beaver working out really hard so it can become big and strong, become one of the Iron Teeth, to dominate this land. I think a very admirable goal. They're still all working here. I wonder why this is taking a relatively long time. It might just be the distance that they need to walk. It's just taking forever. So one thing to speed this up, and I've never tried this, but I'm going to give this a try right now. I'm going to put this on highest priority, put all of this on second highest priority, and then we're going to set this to wood and say gather all the logs that you can get. But they're not building this yet. Don't know if that was really worth it. I will expand our work hours to a 24-hour workday. While I was hoping to not have to do this, it looks like we have to. Right. We're also gonna say this one is definitely supplying goods to another warehouse right now. So hopefully our haulers will fill this up really quick, which should make the path to building these levees much shorter. And that should allow us to, speed all of this up. We're also going to add the levees here, just to, again, be a bit more on the safer side. I'm going to put this on highest priority again. Now we do have 3 in there. I'll actually just say, you're not storing anything. This works much better. Now all the wood is basically carried up here, and that should help our builders getting everything done. We have half a day left. 500 water, by the way. We do need a few more haulers, I want to say. But I think this is cutting it pretty close. Okay, this is built, great. This is almost built. They will actually make it. Just about, but that's all we really needed. Right, we are now going to delete this staircase and then this path. And then we're going to add another levee just up here to finally close this on highest priority. So now they should basically be done. We do need to now turn on our water pumpers again though. Breeding is halted. Why is breeding halted? We did have enough water, but I guess that just happens. I'm going to turn all of our water pumpers on. Gonna set this back to wood. Gonna set this to nothing, just regular, except wood, not prioritized by hauler. Not that we have a lot of haulers left, but I think, what are they building there? I don't know what they were doing. So let's definitely have this tip over as soon as possible. We are going to reduce our work hours back to 16. And I'm really hoping that in 2 or 3 episodes, I can actually reduce this even further. I think that will be quite good. So with this in here, like all the way up there, now we can actually unpause this. But instead, what we're going to do is I'm going to delete these. Yes. And then we're also going to delete the path. Yes. And then we have enough space in here to put our new energy supply in. Meaning, first of all, I should actually high prioritize all of this. We definitely need to get all of these done. And in the meantime, I am going to place our large water wheels. So Can't even put it all the way up there. I think that would look a little bit funny. So we're going to place it here. The next one right behind it. Another one right there. Another one right there. And we do have a 2 width gap or 2 by 2 width gap, which I think is fine. So either way, they're building ahead. We do have enough planks, I think, for all of this. And enough logs as well. So overall, I think we're doing okay here. So with this, the main thing that we have done in this episode was to expand our abilities to produce what we need to get the Badwater source, the lid, basically, whatever it's called, the Badwater discharge, get it unlocked. And I am going to unlock it now, because we do have the science. And we are producing the gears, we are producing the metal blocks, and we are producing the explosives. So what we want to get done is get this built, get all of our water wheels built, and then we have enough power supply to, just enjoy the rest of our time. All right. They're making excellent progress with the platforms. And I think we should probably put our connections in here already. So this goes here. We have a corner straight. And then we have one from the bottom up. And then one that connects the up to the next part. And like I said, we're going to put the corners in. Now this is all in place. What we're also going to do is, because we can, is to make sure we have these double connections in between ready to go. And we can already place this one. And with that, I think we are set with what we really needed to do. We are running a little bit low on beavers, so I'm going to pause an entire builder set. That will give us enough beavers to have at least 2 haulers in there, and we need the 2 haulers. And unfortunately, I am going to pause quite a few of the inventors. We've done a majority of research, I want to say, that we really wanted at this point. They have now taken all the explosives and put it, hopefully, in the discharge. Yes, they have. Excellent. So we also need to unpause these. Because also, for one, our medium Badwater tank is filling up very quickly. So that is good to hear. I might actually put down another, you know what, we're not. I think we're gonna focus on getting this build. Gears are coming in okay, metal blocks are coming in okay. But to be honest, I'm not entirely sure if we have enough metal in there to really make this happen. So we need to plan for the next step. There's metal over here. We could relatively easily harvest. There's metal over here that we could harvest as well. And maybe, I was just thinking maybe we could redirect this. And we could actually redirect this down here. And then through there, over here in this corner. And then it has nowhere to go. Excellent. So that wouldn't be a good idea. Because we could have used these ruins, but I think the better call will be those ones over here. Well, there are not that many that are technically there. I think in the next episode we are going to span over here, put in another metal gatherer, and then we don't need to worry about running out of metal, although we do have a decent amount, I want to say, left in here. So in the meantime, while this won't quite help, I am going to have this detonate. That will, again, not really make much of a difference. It will keep a little bit of water over here, although that might have been not a good idea. Because now some water will remain in here that could have flooded over here. But you know what? I think we'll be alright. So we're now already up to 1,600 water. I am actually going to increase the work time again. Yet again, our poor beavers. They have done an amazing job at building all of these. And I think the main issue right now is the path is not connecting anymore. So we do need to do all of this just to make sure they can reach everything and finish building all of these as well. Okay, with that, there's nothing stored in here anymore. We could actually bring up the planks up here already, but overall, you know, considering the speed at which they work, I think that will be okay. So we'll leave this actually set to logs, just as an overflow storage. While it's far away from everything else, I think it will be quite beneficial. I'd completely forgotten we had put in another large water tank here, because I don't think we've ever really filled this. We'll see how far we get this time. We still have 1.4 days. We are working 24-hour shifts, which is maybe a bit intense, but I think it's all right. We can actually pause these because during the Badwater, we will actually have enough power supply through these wheels as well as this wheel, which is not actually connected. So that is something that we should probably do right away. So I am going to delete this, and I'm going to set up the connection over here. Make this the highest priority, and I should stop high prioritizing everything. So I'm going to go back and set all of these to second highest priority, just so we can quickly make changes like this one, where we can make sure that we build these as quickly as possible. Still waiting for any builders to show up. One beaver is injured. We should have enough builders. Are they all? Where are they all? Are they all still building that here? I don't think so. Shouldn't be transporting this over either. I don't know why they don't go there. Anyways, they will definitely go there when the bad tide hits. Wishful thinking, I guess. And as the bad tide hits, that will also be the end of the episode. I think we've done a good progress paving the way towards our massive energy expansion. With that, the bad tide hits, and I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.